Warning, if you only rely on your intellect to make money in the stock market, you might be wrong. Let me explain you why in this video, so let's dive in! Many people think that intellect is the most important skill that will make or break your investment journey. People that end up in Wall Street are often from the top universities in the world, like Stanford, and it's really difficult to land a job there if you went to what they call a second-class university. However, according to Warren Buffett, who is the best investor in the world, your intellect is not the most important skill if you want to make it in investing. The question is, what is the most important quality if it's not your intellect? Let's maybe get directly the answer from Warren Buffett himself.
Warren, what do you consider the most important quality for an investment manager?
It's a temperamental quality, not an intellectual quality. You don't need tons of IQ in this business. I mean, you have to have enough IQ to get from here to downtown Omaha, but you do not have to be able to play three-dimensional chess or be in the top leagues in terms of bridge playing or something of the sort. You need a stable personality.
To make money in stocks, your mindset is the most important quality because of three key reasons. Reason number one, you need to wait for the right opportunities. Reason number two, you need to block out all the noise, the investment noise that will be thrown at you. Reason number three, you need to be an independent thinker and be right. Let's go through each of these reasons one by one to get them a little bit better. Warren Buffett uses the analogy of Mr. Market to explain volatility. He says that if the market was your friend, it would be this kind of friend that has big swing in his mood. He would switch from extreme happiness to severe depression. To understand why, we first need to understand how the market works. The trigger of Mr. Market's irrationality is driven by supply and demand. If we look at one stock only, its price will go up if demand is high and supply is low. If demand is low and supply is high, its price will go down. Demand can become excessive when there is a lot of greed in the market and totally disappear when there is a lot of fear. Greed is when many people think that it's easy to make money in stocks. Fear is when many people think that it's easy to lose money in stocks. When we apply this to all the stocks in the market, and not only one, we have what we call a huge volatility. Those big market swings will provide an opportunity to buy undervalued stocks. Value investors often benefit from those opportunities because they buy on fear and they sell on greed. Buffett has spoken about this on many occasions.
Ben Graham used the example of Mr. Market, which is we've used it. I've copied it in the report. I copy from all the good writers. And Ben said, just imagine that when you buy a stock that in effect, you've bought into a business where you have this obliging partner who comes around every day and offers you a price at which you'll either buy or sell. And the price is identical. And no one ever gets that in a private business where daily you get a buy-sell offer by a party. But in the stock market, you get it. That's a huge advantage. And it's a bigger advantage if this partner of yours is a heavy drinking manic depressive. I mean, the crazier he is, the more money you're going to make. So you should, as an investor, you love volatility. Not if you're on margin. But if you're an investor, you aren't on margin. And if you're an investor, you love the idea of wild swings because it means more things are going to get mispriced.
A great example of extreme volatility is in March 2020. The market dropped 30% and bounced back 70% by the end of the year. This is why the big winners of 2020 are the people who were buying stocks instead of toilet paper during this time. The price to pay to benefit from those opportunities is our ability to sit and do nothing, because great opportunities do not show up often. Usually, the market would drop by more than 10% every 2 to 3 years, and by more than 25% every 5 to 10 years. While volatility can bring you good opportunities, it's really difficult to seize them if you are consistently influenced by others. And this is why you need to block out the investment noise that will be consistently thrown at you. Because the information that we receive on a daily basis is significant and can become extremely overwhelming. This significant investment noise is driven by more mediums that we have at our disposal to communicate. Information circulates easily through forums and social media. And on top of that, it's now way easier for us to invest with free trading apps like Robinhood in the US. This excessive amount of information that we receive can damage us if we listen to it too closely, because the quality of this information is often low. Most of this information is based on opinions and not facts. To provide you a recent example, a lot of people bought the wrong stock based on a tweet that was sent by Elon Musk. They mixed up Signal, the social media company, with an unrelated company. Fact-based analysis is the best way to make a proper research. It's about saying something and be able to back it up with factual data. Let me take an excessive example to explain it to you. If I tell you it will be sunny tomorrow, I'm wrong. But if I tell you that it will be sunny tomorrow because 1, we are in summer, 2, my free apps are saying so, and 3, there are stars in the sky, I'm actually right because I can back up what I'm saying with data. Rationality is key in investing because if your emotions are involved, you are most likely to screw things up. Buffett has also talked about this on various occasions.
Because this is not a business where you take polls, it's a business where you think. And Ben Graham would say that you're not right or wrong because 1,000 people agree with you. And you're not right or wrong because 1,000 people disagree with you. You're right because your facts and your reasoning are right.
It will be extremely difficult for you to be an independent thinker and be right if you cannot block out the noise. To make money in the stock market, you need to do the opposite of the crowd and be right. Because you will never be able to buy something on sale if you do the exact same thing as everyone. If you follow everyone, your emotions will be impacted and you will lose your rationality. You also want to be able to remain confident in your choices when prices go up or down drastically. The argument, I did it because everyone was doing it, can be really costly in investing. And at the end of the day, we all have different objectives, risk acceptance, and circle of competence. What is good for me is not necessarily what is good for you. If I tell you to buy a stock because it will go up in the long term, my definition of long term can be different from yours. It could be 5 years for me and 1 year for you. This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the case, feel free to leave a like and feel free also to subscribe if you want to get more contents like this. Thanks a lot. Peace out, and I talk to you soon.